There's a group of muscles in the front of our neck that are responsible for keeping the neck stable during daily movement and exercise. We often are aware of the back of the neck because these get tense when we have bad posture or stress, and they cause pain and headaches. But if we can keep the front of the neck working, the back can stay more relaxed. Let's talk about how to do that. If you grab a towel, this is like a hand towel, and roll it up, we're going to put that behind your neck. You can also just take a pillow and scrunch it up, but the firmness of a towel is quite nice. So lie on your back, place the towel roll under your neck. If you have a lot more space than me, you may need a bigger towel or two towels. If you have a really small neck and a small space under there, you might want less, in which case just unroll part of the towel and put the excess under your head. So let's get started. To find the muscles in the front of your neck, press the back of your neck against the towel roll. Meanwhile, check in with your ribs and your abs. Keep the ribs neutral or down. Avoid letting them flare up. So ribs stay stable. Press your neck against the roll. So as you push down against the towel roll, the back of your neck is lengthening or flattening, or elongating might be a nice way to think about it. And then see if you can just slightly nod your chin down. Like you're trying to gaze down and see what color your shirt is. This is just a nodding motion from the very top of your neck. Those muscles at the base of your skull that get tight, think of stretching those guys out. All right, so hold your head there. Go ahead and find your core. Exhale, engage your abs. Then keep on breathing with those engaged. Can you, at the same time, maintain contact with the towel and lift your head a smidge off of the ground? You should feel a lot of muscles in the front of your neck. Then come back down. Whew. How did that feel? I'll talk about what muscles might be working. Hopefully you didn't feel anything in the back of your neck. The big muscles here on the each side are the sternocleidomastoids. They connect sort of behind the ear and then come down towards your collarbone. You may have felt those. Now, in between these two big muscles are some muscles that lie on top of your throat, and we're just going to call these the deep neck flexors. Those are the ones that you might not have felt. They're more thin and deep set of muscles. So let's see if we can find those and work towards strengthening them. All right, put my towel roll behind my neck, lengthen my neck by pushing against the towel, nod my chin down. Now again, lift your head while maintaining contact with the towel roll. And can you think of lengthening the back of your neck even more? That might be one strategy to help find more muscles in the front of your neck. And then come back down. How did it go? It's pretty darn hard. Let's try another version, but keep these concepts in mind of what we just did. Hands behind your head. I'm going to use my two pointer fingers under the base of my skull to give me a little bit of a traction, like you're trying to stretch the back of your neck, grow a little bit taller. Now use your core, your abs, your rectus abdominals even, to crunch up off the floor. With your hands, continue lengthening the back of your neck and try to stretch out those suboccipital muscles that get stiff back there. You should feel your abs working to hold you up, the back of your neck stretching, and see if you can then push against those two fingers with the top of your neck. And maybe you'll start to feel a little bit in the front of your neck. If you don't, that's okay. Keep your neck long and start to lower your head towards the floor while continuing to gaze down towards your chest. Is there a spot where you can start to feel those muscles in the front of your neck engaging? So if you just feel tension in the back of your neck, then you may want to stay on the towel roll and just work on the mobility of this phase. And then work on trying to lift your head up with the back of your neck long. I'm going to take the towel roll out so we can keep working on that full range of motion. So ideally, you can lengthen the back of your neck. And as I use my abs to start to crunch up, the muscles in the front of the neck are holding my neck stable. So watch my chin. If the back muscles start to get to do more work, engage more, my chin is going to jut forward and I'm going to have more stress in the back of my neck and nothing's happening down the front. If I tuck my chin in, I can lengthen the back of my neck. Now the front is like a long, it's working, but it's still long, except for the very top is curved down. So now I feel only the front of my neck and the back of my neck is now lengthened. Whew, really hard. I spent like a decade working on that. Okay, so let's try a medium version. So lengthen the back of your neck with your hands, nod your head down, use your abs to pull your ribs down. Curl your head up off the floor with the assistance of your hands. Lengthen the back of your neck more if it's possible. And see if you can start to feel the front of your neck working to pull your chin in towards your neck. Like you're maybe trying to hold a piece of paper under your chin against the top of your throat. Now lower your head until you feel like you have some work in the front. You can use your hands, but if you don't need them, take them away. And see how you feel. Come on down. So ideally, you're able to use those muscles to both support your head as you crunch up and as you lower down. As you're working on it, it's best to start by assisting with your hands on the way up and maybe even on the way down. But after you get up, find those muscles. See if you can come down with as little hand assistance as possible. And perhaps then you can work on engaging and lifting off the floor. So the neck muscles are holding your neck in a stable position while the core is rounding the rest of your spine off the floor. Now, let's do a little test. How long can you hold your head off the table with the correct muscles? So if you're not here yet, stop, back up, and come to this part another day. The normal duration or endurance is 30 seconds, which is a long time to hold your head in one spot. So it's not the most fun thing you've ever done, but tuck your chin, curl up. If you can find the muscle successfully, get your stopwatch out and see how long you can hold it. Write it down, and as you get better, see if you can get to at least 30 seconds. If you're a top level athlete, I would expect you could hold this at least a minute, if not longer. If that seems impossible and you just feel the back of your neck, feel free to come up a little higher and maybe test it out more at a crunch range. At this position, there's less torque on your head, so it's easier. The lower your head is to the floor, the harder it gets. So start wherever you feel like you can be successful and use the proper muscles. And then you'll be able to put these together with other core strengthening exercises and keep your neck in proper alignment so that you don't end up getting more neck tension and headaches and neck pain.